Of the Goosebumps book, number 54, at least in the UK. I don't know what, 56 actually, at least in the UK. I don't know what it is in the US. It might be the same, but I get Curse of Camp Cold Lake. I gotta say, I really, really liked this, I think, more than I should have. I know why. I found this book actually scary for a Goosebumps book. I thought the characters were good. I thought, like, I give this book, well, it's probably like a 9.5 out of 10, but if I'd give it 5 stars basically if I went on, like, I don't know, Goodreads or something, which I don't use. But, yeah, so The Curse of Camp Cold Lake. I thought this book was really tense. It had a good plot. Basically, the plot of the book is there's this girl called Sarah. Yeah, Sarah. And basically she goes to this summer camp, and the entire camp is just, and the camp is like based around water activities, and they have this massive lake called Camp Cold Lake. I'm pretty sure it's called like yeah, Camp Cold Lake. Yeah, it is. I'm really dumb, but it's called Cold Lake or something, can't remember. But basically, she gets off to a bad start. Like, when she goes in her dorms, I think she, like, reveals someone has asthma or something. I actually read this, like, 3 weeks ago, but I didn't. But I would say I didn't have time to record a review, but being honest, I just couldn't be bothered. And, yeah, so basically she gets off to a bad start, and then the people in her dorm, they're like really mean to her, and basically what happens is she pretends to drown in the lake, and that's all I'm gonna say, because yeah, other past that it takes like a while to build up, but like the second half is just, in my opinion, some of the best Goosebumps I have ever read, some of the best children's book stuff I have ever read. Yeah, I just loved it, honestly. So, I thought the characters in this book were alright, but they could have been done better. Oh, there's also, like, a ton of plot holes in this book, or maybe I was just too dumb to understand it or something. But from what I know, there's, like, a ton of plot holes and a ton of unanswered questions. But I think the entertainment makes up for it while you're reading this. I'm pretty sure, like, a lot of people don't like this, but I don't get it. I loved it. And, yeah, so basically the entertainment makes up for, the not that great plot. But, yeah, so I don't really know what to say. Characters good, tension was great, book, like, actual writing was very good, plot was bad, and, yeah. So, now I'm gonna get into spoiler territory, though I don't care if you, like, live in, I don't know, some place where it's impossible to get this book, you're not gonna read it, so you're gonna get spoilers. Don't, and you can't be bothered getting it. Don't get spoilers, trust me, it's so worth it when you read it. Okay, so basically, well, oh, I'm getting into spoilers now, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so basically, she, like, pretends to drown, and then Sarah pretends to drown, and she sees this girl, and then I can't really remember what happened. Like I said, I read this like a month ago, but the girl, something happens with her, but she keeps seeing this girl, and like no one else can see her, and people think she's basically just going insane, and I thought she was like a well-written character. So she keeps seeing this girl, and then eventually, oh yeah, and the girl that no one else can see, she basically, what happens is she like kinda half drown, she almost dies in the lake, and then she almost dies in the lake. She goes to like and then she like finds her, she goes out, and then nobody's there, and it's all like snowing, I think, I don't know, and she sees this girl and she wants her to be her buddy, because there's also this thing where they need to be like buddies or something in the lake, I don't know. And then basically she gets out of that, and she gets out of the dream, because dream type thing, and I'm probably making this really confusing by saying this, but yeah. And then she like keeps asking people if someone drowned in Camp Cold Lake, and then they're like, no one drowned in Camp Cold Lake. And Yeah, so and that leads into the plot twist at the end. Basically, the girl that's haunting her, the ghost girl, is trying to convince her that like, oh, the lake is bad, and she's trying to like scare her and everything. Eventually, it's basically just like 50, 60 pages of her like taunting her, but it's so good. And yeah, eventually she like Sarah tries to escape the camp by going through the woods, and then the girl, she's like, oh, don't you understand? This entire time I was trying to this entire time she was basically trying to get her scared of the lake so that she would go into the woods and escape, because the woods actually has, you know, poisonous snakes in them, which is a perfectly good place to make a summer camp, you know, and a perfectly good thing to, you know, not to like you know, not tell any of the kids about. Yeah, that's, you know, I don't know, but like that's one of the plot holes that I actually just realized while making this review. But yeah, and then this girl that she's in her dorm with saves her, and she's like, "No, you'll never be her buddy. I remember she actually haunted me last year, and I'm gonna keep going to summer camp to stop her from haunting people or something." And then some stuff happens, and then it turns out the, I don't know, I don't really understand this, but basically the girl that just like went in to like be like, oh, no, you'll never be her buddy or something. She says, it turns out she's a ghost, and she's trying to get her to be her buddy. And she's like, oh, you'll be my buddy forever, right? It's okay, the snake bite won't hurt, you can die. Yeah, to be honest, I spent like way too much time explaining the book, but yeah, this was genuinely reasonably scary for a Goosebumps book. Blah blah blah. Done. Bye.